Let's make together this amazing soft touring plastic bottom from the scratch, step by steps in this amazing software SolidWorks last version. So as you can see, we have this plastic bottom used to make the cola and the sprite bottom. So that's the same concept, and we'll do it from the scratch step by steps. I have the same one with a dimension right here. So that's the one with a dimension. Without more delay, let's now start making this soft touring plastic bottom from the scratch. I will start a new section. Select the part. Okay. Now let's start. I will use the front plane. Just goes and then sketch. That's the one. And the first thing I want to do is make the sketch for our bottom. Let's now activate the line. I will choose the construction line for construction and vertical line. Come here from the center, make a vertical line. Okay, I can also make a second one just from the same direction. Okay, let's now make the dimension for this line. We'll start with this one here first. And this line dimension will be 210.38. Okay, I will now make a relation with second line. So this one and this one, they are equal. Okay, now let's make another distance between these 2 points. Distance will be 30.20. So that's the distance between these two lines. Okay, now let me here increase a little bit here the size and move a little bit down. I will activate the line again, just this time, and we'll start from this point. We'll do like that, go down, go left, and then go down again, like that. So that's the first one. We'll just here close for a while here, and then make the dimension. This point, it will be 12.38. Okay, this one will be 13.86. Great, and this one I will put 5.94, and this distance will be 0.49. Okay, now let me again activate the line, and I will continue making the line from this last point. We'll need to go back again just to make the arc. Okay, so that's the one I want, and I will just here make one arc, and again I will make dimension for this arc, and this arc will be 39.40. Okay, I will just move a little bit, just close here and then move a little bit. This is too big. Okay, just like that. This is okay, and then just okay. Let me again activate the line and make a second arc from this point now. Just to go back, and then when you go, we'll have this arc again. So this one here, and then make again the dimension for this second arc, and this one here will be 198. Okay, again too big. Let's just here. Okay, let's now reduce this arc. We'll just reduce a little bit, like that. Okay, move as well, and then let's move a little bit more. Okay, just like that. I think it is all good. Now let me make a second and the last arc just from this point. Just go back. Okay, that's the one I want, and then just pause there, and then good. Now let's again smart dimension, and that's a good practice. So every time you make an arc, it is always important to make the dimension for that. So 39.40. I guess we'll just here change, it will be 60, and we'll also change this one here as well. Double click, and then we'll also put here 60 as well. 39.60. Just go there and then good. All right. Now, okay. Now from here, I will again activate the arc. We'll just come here. Let's just move a little bit down. We'll just come here, make horizontal line. This horizontal, great. And then go down like that. Great. And then come also to this point, and then go down, just like that. And we'll just close for a while here. Now let's again make the dimension. The first thing I want to make is make this dimension for this point. This one will be 39.40, I mean 60. Great. Now this one will be 1.09, 1.09. So that's the dimension. And I want to make sure that just here maximize like that, and move to this side. I just want to make sure that this one and that one on the top, they are equal. They are equal. Just come here, equal. Okay, just make sure that we have the same dimension. Now let's continue. We'll just reduce here the zoom and go back. Now from this point I will again come here, okay, and then activate again the line. We'll activate from this point here, and we'll go back to have the arc. Just go back. Okay, now, okay, that's the one I want, and I will activate right there, and then go back again to have the arc. That's the one I want. That's great. And then go back again to have the arc, and that's the one I want. We'll just come here and then click there and then close. I will make here a second line just down to make sure that I have a tangent from this point to that point. I want to make sure that we have a tangent from this one to this line, which is the end. I want to have a tangent relation. Just make sure that it is all good. Now I can make the dimension, smart dimension for this arc. This arc will be 44.50. Okay, great. And this arc will be 5.94. Great. And this arc will be 24.75. That's ready for that arc. Now let's go. Okay, so I will just delete this line. I don't need it anymore. So we'll just come here, delete, yes, no problem. And then this one will disappear. What I want, the dimension I want is from this point to that point, which is right here, the center of this one here, to this tangent. I want 24.75. That's the one I want there. So now it is all great. So I have now defined the sketch for our bottom, for our initial bottom, as you can see. So that the sketch, and we'll use here revolve. And the last thing I want to do here is we'll just zoom a little bit and then activate again the line, and I make the last point from this point here to this point, from this point to right here. So they are vertical, and then just give OK. Okay. Now I have here everything. So now it is all set up. What I will now do, I will rebuild. So it is all awesome. Now what I will do is go to the features and then goes to the Revolve command, select this one, and come here to this line. So as you can see, we have the bottom, initial bottom, and then just give OK. So that's the initial bottom. Okay, so it is the initial. We didn't finish yet, but that's the beginning. I will start from tops. I'll just come here to top. I'll just select this top face, and I will go again to the features, goes to the reference, or come just here to the menu, goes to the insert, reference geometry, and then goes to the plane. Why I need a top plane? As you can see, this top plane is right on the top. Just here, maximize it a little bit. It is on the top. I'll just decrease. We'll just decrease here for, let's see, 0.5. See how it look like. Let's just go there. Okay, now it is right on the surface. So that's the one I want. It is great. And I will just here reverse by come here, flip the offsets. That's great. And then I will also increase the number here. I can put, let's see, 2.5. Just come here and then put 2.5. It is even better. And then I can, okay, that's good. That's great. Now what I will do now is from this plane we'll just come here to the sketch. So I will sketch on this plane, and what I will do, I will select this point, not this one on, but one on the board. Let's just here make sure that we have the right one. I want to select this edge right here. That's the one I want to select. And what I will do from this edge, I will goes here, convert entities, click. Now it is good, it is right on the top. I will just select this line. And what we'll do again is I will go to the features, goes to the curve, and then goes to the helix and the spiral. Now we have this spiral, which is great, and we need here to define the pitch. Pitch will be 2.8, and the revolution will be 1.7. So that's the pitch and the revolution. So I'll just put here 1.4. I think 1.4 it is better, and I just need to reverse the direction. Let's see how it look like. So it seems that let's see. So we have how many? Just one. Let's just here add again revolution. We're gonna put 2.4. Just let's here put 2.4. See how it look like. So now it is even better. So we have 3. So that's great with the pitch of 2.8. Great. Now let's go. Okay. So we have this one. I will go again to the front plane, sketch. Let's move on to this point, maximize or zoom. See where is the location of this spline. So it is good, it is there. If I select this one, comes from this point, which is good. And I will now increase a little bit just to have a good view. Okay, what I will do now is with the front plane activated and the sketch on as well, we'll go to the polygon, select here 3 side, and then come right to not make sure that you want to make the polygon in the middle of this spline, not the helix, not this circle here, this one here. Okay, and I will go could be like that, no problem. And we can also make the measurement. Just come here, and then I will put the diameter for this one here 1.2. So this will be the diameter for this polygon. So just make sure that this point they are pierced. Make sure that they are pierced, and then just come here and then okay. So I have the pierce with this center with this one here, which is good. Now let's make here the chamfer. The chamfer 0.5 from this point to that point, and then okay. I have here the chamfer, which is great. Now we can make the revolve. So this one here done. What we're gonna do, minimize, and then come here, rebuild. This is great. Now we can go to the features again, and then goes to the sweep boss. Select this command, that sketch, it is identified now, goes to the path, so that's the path. So we have here this thread, okay, we have here the threads, so it is good, and that's the beginning, we didn't finish yet, and let's now move to the next step first, and then I will come back to make the last adjustments. Now let's go and make also the other base here on this top. That's what I will do now. Just maximize a little bit. It will again go to the front plane. Sketch. Just zoom a little bit to have a good looking. And I will activate lines. And I will start almost right here. Go down to this point, goes up just almost like that. Let's zoom a little bit more. Okay, good. A little bit like that. Go down till this point. Go up. Right there. Good. Let's now here start with the dimensions, and I will start. Okay. Smart dimension will be from this point to this one. I want to be, let's see, 4. Great. Now let's measure as well this one here, this line, 7.5. Now we also find this arc will be 4. Great. And let's now come here to this line. I will put 1.9. That's great. And also gonna make also this one here too big. This one is 1.2, 1.5. See, he uses smart dimension. I'm gonna put it here 1.8. Okay, so it is even better. Now let's here define as well this angle from this point, that point. This angle is 40. Okay, so now it is even better. Now we'll also make here some. Okay, now so we have done all the dimension, and what we can do here is we'll also make the fillet. Just come here to the fillet. 0.5, you can start from this point, that point, and also from this one to that one. Okay, now let's change to 1, and I come here to this point, to that point, and then okay. Now let's go to 1.3, and then define from this point to this point. So 1.3, and then okay. So we have done all the fillets we need. All the design, it is already complete. Now what we're gonna do, and last thing I want to do is I'll just come right here and put a center line from this one to there. All this one here is complete, all dimension, everything. And now I'll come here, rebuild, and I will go to the features, and then go to the revolve. So we have done here the revolve, and then just come here, okay. And so that's pretty much the idea of the concept. So we have done the top side of our bottom, plastic bottom, so still missing some part here. Now I will go down right here in this side. What we'll do, we just here go to the flat this one here, let's edge, will activate and then put here like one, and then come here to this edge, and also this one, and okay. So it is good, better like that. And what I will do now, just minimize here a little bit. Will again always need to save your project. We just come here and then save my project as a Coca-cola plastic bottle, Coca-cola plastic bottle, just like that. And then okay. So now what we'll do, need to do here is I will go again to the front plane. We'll start with the front plane, sketch, and I will make some change here in the front plane. So what I will do now is I will make here some line and then make some cut from the front plane. So what we'll do is make the line from here, from this point, go down like that, always horizontal line to this end, and then just make to there. Now from here you can make an arc. We'll just close here first and then goes to the arc. We'll make one arc from this point, that point, and I will move like that. So I will go okay, and then just come to this line here, move a little bit down, and also this line, move also like that, move down a little bit. So now what we're gonna do, we'll measure here make the dimension. There I identify this one here. We'll put dimension 10. Okay. Now this one, this arc will be 45 arc, and I will make the relation this line with this one here, they are equal. So now it is better. So I can move a little bit up like that. Okay, so it is good. Now they are fully defined, and then we can go okay, then come here to this one. Now what I will do here is I will use the extrude cut. For that, just come here to the extrude cut, select that one, just move a little bit to have a good looking, minimize, and then that's the one we have here. So what I will do, I will come here to the mid plane, and I can also change here the number. Let's put 100. Okay, that's great, like that. So it is good. Now I can come okay. So I have this bottom here cut like that. We didn't finish it. Now we are working in a different plane. So next step will be goes to the right plane, which is the opposite side. Select the right plane, sketch, and here we'll do the same thing but from the bottom. So what we'll do now is activate the line again. Just do something like that. Go from down, go up to this point, to that point. Make sure that you are sketching in the same point, and then to this point. So now again activate the arc. Now from this point to that point, and then you can manage here with your arc, something like that. So what we want to do now is you need to smart dimension, this one here. So now here will be 35. Okay, and what we're gonna do is the arc will be 45. Okay, and we need also to define, to make here a relation between this line, control to that line, and they are equal. So now it is better like that. And then give OK and rebuild. So now what we're gonna do is again goes to the extrude cut 100. It is already there. You can also change here to the mid plane. Just move like that to have good looking. So that's the one we want, and we can give OK. So we have this one here, like that. So that's the one we want to have. So we are going well. So that's the steps. We have already worked in both plane, right, and the front plane. So next step, what we want to do is we want to select the top side, activate the sketch, activate the command, and do the sequel. Just come here to the top and then sketch right there. So what we'll do is we'll this one can be 60.30 is okay. And then we'll just move like this side. Then we just come here. No, and after I press OK, we just come to the features, goes to the curves, then I go to the split line. I'm here, split line, good, and then just select this one here, and then OK. Do the same thing, go to the top again, go here, flip to normal, right there. So we want to come here, edit sketch, and then we need to again activate the circle from this center. Goes almost here. Now we need here to decrease at this times, and I will put here the smart dimension, and at this time will be, let's see, 60. Let's put here 60 at this time. Good. Now let's go to Rebuild, go back again like that, the way we did, minimize, and then it goes again to the features, and it goes to the curves, and here you can put split. Now we want to use this back one, and then OK. So we have this side and that side. So we have two split 2 and 1. Now what I will do again, I will go to the front line, select front line, sketch, and here I will do the arc. We'll just maximize a little bit. This arc will be the guideline. So when I make here the drawing, and we'll just come, I don't want to put, just put it almost in this, almost here, and then also almost the just pass a little bit right there, and then just goes like that. Good. Do the same thing to this side, and then do the same thing to this side. Just come here, then go down almost like there, and also there, and then you can minimize like that. Good. So what we're gonna do now is we need to pierce to join the point. Just move a little bit my mouse like that. We'll take this constant and then put here the pierce. I want the pierce. Okay, that's okay. Do the same thing on the bottom, or right here in this side as well. And then same thing. Select this point here, maximize a little bit to have good looking, and then it goes to this one, and then pierce. Okay. Do the same thing on the bottom, like that. Maximize, move like that, and select this point. Select this edge, second one, and then put the pierce as well. Okay. Do the same thing in other sides. That way we do to make sure that they are. Then come here. Sorry, not that one. Just like this one, and then put right there. Make sure that they pierce. Okay, good. And then okay, now we have here the two lines. What I have to do, I need to define. So they are still under defined. I need to define, make sure that they are all right. So, and here we'll put the angle first. The angle will be 77 for this one. Will be 77. And this one here as well. So you can make relation or just make here a second one. Shouldn't be like that. So you can also put the relation to be like equal instead of putting too many dimensions on your drawing. So that's the way. So we have here the angle 77 and they are all pierced in the points. So this is the front line. They all pierced top and the bottom, and that's the way we do. What we'll do now here is they are fully defined. Now come here, build. So this is the front line. Let's just come here and then it goes to double check that we are in the front line. So that's the front line, that's the way it is. Now I will go to the next plane, which is the front, the right plane, and we'll do the same thing. Just zoom, and then like that. So activate again the arc, and then do the same thing. I will just come here, almost not there, almost here. Then do the same thing down just a little bit, and then move the arc. Do the same thing from the bottom, just make sure that they are in the same direction. Also like that, and then move this way. Here the angle will be a little bit big, but before that let's just first pierce and make sure that they are very well defined. The point, we just select this point here, maximize, move a little bit to the sides, and then see also the line will be the second one, which is this one here. And we'll just here make the pierce. Okay, do the same thing on this side, select, select that one and then pierce. Okay, now go down, then select this point, also this one, and the pierce as well. We have the okay. Do the same thing in other side. I'm gonna select this one here and this line, not second one inside, not the outside. Just make sure about that, and then as well pierce. So we have the okay. So it is all defined. Now let's define line. Will be again smart dimension, and here the angle will be 109. Just make sure about that. The angle will be here, and here the angle will be 109, and then okay. So instead of putting here again, just you know, select, and then go equal. So I'm gonna have the same dimension. So in this case, you don't have to make too many dimension on your drawing. So that's the way. And we have also their pierce. They are all okay. Let's just make sure that we are on the right position. Just go to just go to normal. That way we want, and we have already here defined define. So now what we're gonna do here, next step will be loft. So we already did the guideline, so these will be used as a guideline. Make sure that my loft is not outside of this line. Now I can make here the loft. Just come to the features, goes to the loft. Now I'm gonna select this one here and this one on the bottom. So we have here our loft. So that's the one we want to achieve. Let's just see maximize, minimize, and we have here the bottom. As you can see, they are not outside, so we can so you can see, so they are very well defined. Now we can also here make some fillet. We just come here and then you can select the loft again and just make small adjustments and follow the guide, because we have the guide. Just move a little bit until you get your points. That's what I'm doing here. So it is just a small adjustment to have that. That's the concept we want to achieve. So that's the one. So and we just use here the guide to guide us and make sure that we are doing that. So that's the way. And we'll just come here and then okay. And then so we have our bottom, you know, with all the dimension here. So the way we want to make. Now what I want to do here next is I will just come here to the fillet edge again with one. We just come here and then select this size and also this one here, and then okay. Now so it is all okay. Now what we're gonna do here, next step will be I will go again to the front plane. Just come here to the front planes. From this plane we'll just here again zoom and then go down. So let's again always save. No, okay, let's just here go down, and we'll make one line right down here in this point from at the hand. Just make sure that it is at the hand right here to this point, and then with some angle like that. Can be like this way, and smart dimension to measure this point to this one here. So I want the angle, and my angle here will be 123. Okay, my dimension, well, this one we'll put 19.5. 19.5, it is okay, good. Okay, now so yeah, it is not next to this line, it is good. Now I will go okay, and I will rebuild. From this point I will just come to the features, then goes to the insert, reference geometry, plane. This plane will be from this line, and then I can come to this, to the top right there. So it is okay, fully defined, great. That's what I want. Now let's just here move a little bit like that. Make sure that I am working on this plane. This plane is selected. So the plane is selected, plane number 2, and then sketch. So I want to sketch right in this plane. Just here maximize a little bit and then move to this side like that. Be in mind that you have the center right here. So that's the center, and I will just here start working on this one. So what I want to do here is maximize. Now from this point here, so where I am, I will just go to the center line. From this center I will start like almost like that, and then I will pass a little bit just this center, not too much, just a little bit about the middle, right there, just a little bit. Okay, done. And what I will do, I will make now one line about this size like that, almost like that. Now I will activate the line, then come here, almost is right that. So don't worry, we'll measure after, and we'll pass a little bit here to this center. Gonna be to this center, just a little bit like that. and to make the arc as well, like that, and then move to these sides. So I just want to make this line here, which is great. Let's just go OK. Now we need to define the arc. Now we need to make the dimension for all this. Okay, just make sure that they're not, you know, too much. So that's the way we are here. So just pass little bits, and now let's make the dimension for this one here. To make the dimension, now let's see here, make the dimension for this one here. We'll just increase a little bit, and I just want to make sure that these two lines are equal, and I will make first the dimension from this one to this side. I want 45 degrees, so they are almost there, but we'll just define. I want to be 45 degrees. Great, and I want OK, and this one here, this arc, so let's just define as well the arc. I want to be 3, and then OK. So it is 3. Now let's OK. And now I want to make these two lines, this one and this one here, I want to be equal. They are equal, so same, and we can also OK, equal relation. Good. Let's now here define also the line. Make sure that they are defined. Let's put 8.5. Okay, great, and that's awesome. What I want to do is let's just move a little bit to see the way it look like. So as you can see, they're not pointing, so it is a little bit outside because I want to, you know, to touch there. So what I want to do is I will rebuild this one the way it is now. So they have the same dimensions. This is all good. They are on this one. He is on the center. Was done about the center of this one. Move a little bit with the 3, and here we have 8. Just make sure that you have done all the dimension after you make this one here. So just to as we see here, so we have this line with this 9, and we also have this line here with this 8.5 in oblique position. This one and this one is equal, and here so we have 3 as a radius. So these lines, and then this one here is coincident. The center of this arc is coincident with this line of 9. So just be in mind about this. And what we're gonna do now here is rebuild. After we rebuild, let's just move on like that. I will go now to the front plane again, and then I will go to sketch in the front plane, so where it was before. From here I will just zoom, go down. I will activate the arc, and then just make sure that your arc will start in the center of that arc. Okay, so let's just go down like that. Put just the, so now when I active the arc, and then put just here your mouse. Don't click, just hover right there, and then you will find this, the center of this arc, which is right here. So that's the center of that arc, and then it goes down. You will go down to the center, but be in mind that just here zoom in. You will not put it here, so you will go up, and I will tell you the size, and then from you will go up, and downward. I'm gonna also measure right there, and then the arc like that. I'm gonna just here measure the arc now. Now let's measure the here the arc will be 25. This arc 25. Now, okay, you need also to know the dimension from this point, that point, which is 7.5. So just make sure that you just elevate 7.5, not from the center of this arc goes down to elevate 7.5 from the center point to there. So if you see, will be almost like that, right? So we'll go down. Now after that, just okay, rebuild, and now we are in condition to start. Just come here, select okay, that one here, then just goes to the sweep cut, the features. Okay, this like now come here to this path, select. So you have this cut right there, you know, will go almost to the center, and then just come here and then give okay. Done. So we have this cut, what was cut from there. So the next step, what we'll do done here is we're gonna make here some fillets. Just come here to the fillets, select, and then here will be 6, it will be 5. And then come here, that part, and then okay. So we have this one here, right? So that's one we want, and what we're gonna do here is next step will be to use here the circular pattern. Just come here and first select your sweep cut, so this one here, and also the fillet you have done both of them, and then it comes to the circular, and then come to the circular pattern, select that one. So what you'll use will be this one here. Okay, so you don't want like that. Just here you will put 75 degree, 75, and the unit will be degree. So that's the one. And then okay, so you have 75 degree and 5 pieces, 1 2 3 4 5, and you will have this result 1 2 3 4 5. So that's the one you want, and this part it is already complete. So that way we do the feet for the bottom. So we have here the bottom, we have the feet. Now let's move on to the next part. So next part will be here. Now let's just make a little bit of fillet as well. Let's just go to these fillets, and here we're gonna put 0.5, and we're gonna come here. Okay, 0.5, 0.5, good. And so we are having here the shape of our bottom, so this is almost complete, but we didn't yet put the material, so don't worry, we'll get there. Now what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go now up to this point. Now what we're gonna do now, so as you can see we are now complete. So we have this part here down. We can now move like that, so the bottom is very well in a good shape. Now next step will be we need to work on the top again. So let's just move here a little bit, and then select this face, goes to the shell because they are still open. So if you see, let's just see here why we need to go to the shell. So if you go first to split this part into two, let's just here have to have an idea. So you can see that, you know, there is no board here, so it is, you know, solid. We need to have here open. To have this one here open, as you can see, let's just move a little bit. They are still closed, so it is kind of a solid. We need to be a bottom. For that, we need to go to, let's just close this one here. So we need to use here the shell to open that one inside. So how to do that? It is very simple. Now we're gonna select this face on the top and then goes to the shell. Now we have here one face with 0.5. Now let's go to the next one. I'm gonna put 0.75 and we'll select this face. Just make sure that will be this face. Okay, that one. It is good. Now we can come here and then click OK. So it is complete. You can see now. So we can see down there. We can zoom. And we can see that it is already open. So how to do that? Let's just cut again. I'm gonna cut into 2 pieces. Just make sure that it is all set. Now you can see that it is open, right? So that's the way. That is the why it's important to use the shell to have this open. So now it is open. So we have pretty much our bottom complete. And we just need to do here one more thing, which is define the material to this one here. So it is a plastic. How to do that? It is also very simple. We need to select the body, everything here. We just need to select, make sure that everything is selected, right? Now, so we have here the bottom, and what I'll do, you need to select everything, right? And once everything is selected, what you can do just goes to appearance, and here you will go to the appearance, which is this one here, and let's just here open a little bit, and it goes to the plastic. So go to the plastics, and here you need to choose. Of course, we are talking about the clear plastic, and you have here many options. We have this one here. I will use this one here. Polypropylene plastic. This one. As you can see, our body is complete. We just use here the plastic. You can see the transparent. Now, what we're gonna do now is you want to make the label right here. To make the label, just select space. Goes again to DM's manager right there. And then it goes to decal, view decal. You don't have, of course, just come here to this space and then right click in your mouse, and then add the decal. Now come here, select this decal, right click, add, browse from your computer. Just come here to the browse and then choose where you have in your computers. And I'll just see goes to my computers, see where I put my decals. I have right here, and then so that's the one, and I will push this one and put here. So that's where I want, and then click to process. So it is there, but as you can see, it is very small. This is right. If I zoom, so it is there. So how to fix that? I will go to the mapping to fix that. And here tell me that is a cylindrical, so it is good, but I can change to the label. Okay, now it is label. So, but it is still small, right? So that's the actual size of this label. But I want to fix in all of them. Just how to do that? Just goes down, and then it goes to the fit. The width and the fit, the height. Now you can see it is all fit, right? So that way, and then we can just come and then okay. So that way we make the bottom. As you can see, the bottom is complete, and we just did using the SolidWorks last version. So that's how we make a bottom. The way this body is the one used by Coca-cola, Sprite, and the other soft drink. So that's the same concepts, and that's the concept you have to do. And if you like, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any doubt how to make this one here, I advise to go back and then see as well other video with the understand the interface of SolidWorks, so that you can have a deep understanding and explore my channel. I have also some videos about how to use this amazing software. I hope you like, and please don't forget to subscribe, and see you to the next lesson.